Hello everyone, my name is Gagan Ramseti. I'm a third year BTech student at Andhra University. In this video, I want to talk about obsession. Since childhood, I am being obsessed with many things. I remember back then I was going to internet cafes for playing Vice City or PSP, PlayStations. I first used computers in my childhood at my uncle's home when I was in first grade. And in our family, we got our first phone in my fifth grade. And I became obsessed with mobile phone, using them late at nights, and then that caused me get eye bags. From sixth to ninth grade, I was being obsessed with Pokemons, especially a game called Deluge RPG, where I became one of the top player globally. And I even introduced the game to my school, and many of my seniors called me with my game name, something I still remember proudly. Then came my obsession with battle royale games. I started with PUBG, but after news spread that it was very dangerous and harmful for kids, my parents forced me to stop playing. Later, I moved to Free Fire. During COVID, my daily routine became wake up, rank push, eat, sleep, repeat. And I was the one of the early player to reach heroic star, a level most no friends were never reached. But then my account got hacked, and I became hopeless. And my parents told me to stop, and it was destroying my future. And I agreed. From there, my tech journey begins. After completing 10th, I had chosen diploma in computer science. At that time, I became obsessed with cybersecurity. I learned Kali Linux, tried with some tools, and tested a few attacks with my friends. It was exciting and enjoying it a lot. But later, I realized that cybersecurity is not a stable job. It's better to be as a side skill. So I stopped and took a break. And then, because of my obsession with video games since my childhood, I got into game developing. I even designed a game. To move further, I had to learn programming and languages and creative design. But building assets and customizing everything took a lot of time and effort. Because of this complexity, I took a break again. Later, during the third year internship of my diploma, my uncle pushed me to learn web technologies. And as he said, they would lay to get a secure job. And I learned the basic and I spent more time. I became obsessed with React. I did not know everything, but I always wanted to learn what's next. So I kept going deeper. I learned Tailwind CSS, Cypress, Raspberry, and many JavaScript libraries. Then I came across Next.js, a framework built on top of React. I became obsessed with it. There was a creator named Adrian from JSM Mastery who used to hype a lot about it. And then I motivated. I still I stopped focusing on React and I fully moved to Next.js. But during my diploma final year project, I realized that I did not know backend development well. Because of that, I did not got proper attention or recognition from my professor. He told me to use just PHP and create a project, and I was not able to do it. And then he said that clone any someone's PHP project and submit it. And then I cloned and submitted. Around that time, I also learned a bit of video editing uh, from Tarun Speaks. Later, I joined BTech. I built strong full stack projects, joined several coding clubs as a lead, and improved my web development skills. Later, I realized that new JavaScript frameworks come every day. To go further, there was no point just learning frameworks. I need to learn how to build libraries. Most production grade and open source tools use TypeScript. So I learned it from Matt Pocock Total TypeScript course, and it was very hard to digest. I realized something important that one who writes TypeScript library takes all pain. So the user get use the TypeScript library will get type safety and IntelliSense support. I struggled with its complexity. Then I saw that many new JavaScript engines were migrating to the Rust, and I was new to Rust. Later, I was researching future programming languages, and I found that Rust, Jig, Elixir. I used to watch videos of Theo and Prime Region. They were hyping a Rust a lot, and and then I had two choices: Rust or G. After thinking of several days, I thought going to through the Rust. People say Rust was hard, but honestly, it was smooth for me until I reached async Rust. It has been almost a year. Although I was not fully consistent in my Rust learning, I have came a long way. Now I'm obsessed with system programming, building low-level systems. I know this path is not always the safest for getting a secure job, but it satisfies my hunger to understand how system works, their architectures, their behavior. And that is my journey from childhood until now. I wanted to share this as a reflection to remind myself how far I have come so I can continue improving instead of demotivating. These days, I get FOMO when I spend time on text. Maybe I just keep improving. So sustain myself in this way. Thank you if you stay this till then. See you soon. Goodbye. Until then, happy coding.